We have to talk. Okay, so first and foremost, I need a drink. Second of all, I do not believe what I have seen today. I do not believe it. There are a couple of things that we have to get into, right? But first and foremost, the MacBook Pro, it didn't happen. Okay, and that's fine, that's fine. It's a software event and it's focused at like software updates for the devices we already have. Most of the time, this is the case unless Apple has some pro-level hardware to show off for the actual developers that are going to use it to create stuff with the new technologies that they have announced. So I'm not gonna say anything about the hardware announcements because there were none and it's supposed to be this way. It's fine. I'm completely fine with that, although obviously I was waiting for the MacBook Pro the most. But then let's just talk about the actual software that I have seen. iOS was fine. It was basically an optimized version of iOS 14. A lot of new features that are amazing, good. I'm probably really going to enjoy them. Like iOS 14 was such a huge leap forward and iOS 15 is an optimization for that. But it also didn't really blow me away. Now, they don't have to blow me away each and every year, obviously, no. So that's why I'm saying, I actually believe iOS 15 is good. It's a good update, but that's everything. Like, it's good. It's fine. But then, let's just get into iPad O-fucking-S, okay? Because, ladies and gentlemen, that is a real disappointment. I'm not even going to beat around the bush here. iPad O-fucking-S makes this device that I have just bought for every other person that I know just not recommendable. I cannot recommend this device to anyone at this time at all. And yes, I'm going to make a review on it. I'm going to tell you exactly why in that review. But if you want to see any spoilers, I cannot recommend this device to anyone. I love the device because I am an Apple fan. I really enjoy the iPad as it is already. And obviously I'm waiting for the actual time that Apple is going to unchain this iPad and give it the actual attention that it deserves. Give it the pro level apps that it deserves. Give it access to Final Cut Pro, Logic. All these things that it already should have. Let's just look at what we got. It is a fine update for consumer level iPad use, which is completely fine. I'm not saying Apple should ignore the consumers and the people that use the iPad Air, use the iPad mini, use the iPad, but this event is a developer's event. And for iPadOS, I am sorry, if I would be a developer, I would be like, what the actual flippin' hell is this? Listen, this is coming from an Apple fan. I am an Apple fan and I am still going to enjoy my device. I love the M1 iPad. For me, it's fine. If anyone is going to ask me, should I buy the M1 iPad or should I just buy the 2020 version or the 2018 version even? Please buy the 2018 version. Please buy the 2020 version. iPadOS 15 is gonna be completely fine on these iPads. And I understand that is the point, right? But at least Apple could have said, okay, but for the M1 iPads, now we have Final Cut Pro. Now we talk to Adobe and Adobe has Premiere Pro. Like an actual version of Premiere Pro on the actual Adobe suite is now available for the M1 iPad. Like, am I crazy? Like, I don't know, this is just... Well, okay, let's just move on. WatchOS is fine, just like iOS. It was fine, it's optimizations. It's not something that is blowing me out of my chair. And not every year should be a blow Mitchell out of his chair year, obviously not. But last year was so much better, even for WatchOS. Same for Home or HomeOS or whatever you want to call it. It is fine, it is good. It's not as disappointing as iPadOS was, iPadOS 15. So I would say overall, right, iOS, WatchOS, HomeOS, whatever, it is fine. Then you got macOS, which is obviously really good. I did see a bunch of features like Safari that was really great. I love to see the extensions. I love to see the redesign of Safari. And of course, universal control is amazing. And that's why I'm saying macOS is also a nice and fine upgrade. I would say still optimizations for Big Sur, but a little bit better. So overall, if I have to score the entire event, for iOS, it's fine, it's good, it was nice. WatchOS, same thing, fine, good, nice, I liked it, and I'm definitely going to implement that. Home, the same thing, fine, I liked it. macOS, fine, maybe a little bit more than fine. I absolutely love the new Safari. I absolutely love the new features to continuity. So, nice. It's just iPad OS. I don't know what to say. Like, apart from iPad OS, everything was fine. The event was fine. It's good. It's a good event. It is really unfair because the rest of the OSs did so much good, right? But there was such a huge focus, at least for me, on iPad OS, since this iPad has an M1 chip now. And if you look at the advantages that the M1 chip gave to the Mac, you would expect that iPad OS would get a similar like kind of redesign, rethinking of how this works, because it got the M1 now. Anyways, we're going to keep you posted on any updates, all the betas, and obviously all the features that come with them. We're going to test them for you on the new hardware, like the iMac, the M1 iMac, and the M1 iPad Pro. And for now, guys, we're going to get to work and get these betas installed and start testing. But man, I'm really disappointed in the iPad OS updates. Not the rest. The rest is pretty good, fine. It's a good update. I liked it. Anyways, click on.